And welcome back again. Crypto Hulk coming at you with a great show lined up. We got some deep connections here, buddy. Brand new people. We got connections with Russia, Mother Russia, and Ripple. Yes, I know. We're going over that. We're going to go over a couple other things before then. I just wanted to say I got my Trump pin on right here. You can kind of see it. It kind of looks like this one. Whoa. Trumpinator. Oh, God. Hold on. We got to start it off.
I don't frankly have time for total political correctness. And this country doesn't have time either. We are transferring power from Washington, D.C. and giving it back to you, the people.
Okay, got it. Thank you very much for that commercial break there, Crypto Hulk. Is that a psychological operation you're running your channel? Maybe. Anyhow, welcome back to the show. Lights, camera, action. Let's go with the first five people. XR Poseidon. Darren Brimley, number 2. Robert Gizio says, best show on the planet. I concur. Hanglish and Pure Peace. And let's say okay, first article, ransomware attacks. Yes. Let's go with copy and paste. Right here. I'm just checking through. Jamestown, Virginia, phishing Michael Gilbert. Okay. First article is ransomware. Michael Gilbert, lights, camera, action. He says, thank you for that donation of the channel. Listeners supported. Corporate sponsors can go suck it. Ransomware attacks have increased and they're causing a global crisis right here. Car dealerships across the United States and Canada are at a standstill after a cyber attack on a software problem. It's one example of an ongoing global crisis. I believe this is how a black swan is going to come about. It's looking pretty clear from the evidence here. Have you had trouble buying a car lately or picking up a prescription at a pharmacy? If so, you may have cyber criminals to thank because ransomware is becoming a global crisis. Are you seeing it right now? This is how it's going to go down. They're kind of like getting you warmed up like you're a boxer, you know, getting ready for the black swan. You're like, bring it, Crypto Hulk. Now, oh, this is where gold and silver comes in. Now, I was kind of joking and laughing there for a minute. But look, if you go to my channel, which you're at right now, go to the section, the tab that says videos. Those are all my videos that are like under a minute or so. Click on one of those videos, go to the bottom lower right corner, click on the description point. It'll have a drop down menu right there at the bottom right corner. And you'll be able to see gold and silver. I sell gold and silver coins through YouTube. And those I don't make commission on. It'll just help the channel's algorithm. So to help my channel, look, you've got to have gold and silver. All right, I'm going to start the show off with that because that's important. I don't have 100% into crypto. I've got maybe 10% of my investment in crypto. Think about this. I have for every $1 in cryptocurrency, like $8 or $9 in gold and silver coins. So I want you to think about this. This is something that's very, very important because look, I've spent 2 months worth of salary on crypto. That's it. Okay. And that was like 4 years ago, 4.5 maybe, whenever February, March of 2020, about 2020, right about there-ish. That's when I got my crypto. That's it. Because now I was getting XRPs starting off at 15 cents a piece, stopped at about 30 cents or 28 cents. Didn't buy any up until about a year ago. I've been getting gold and silver coins. Why? Because I'm preparing for a black swan. Whether I don't know how long it's going to last. It could get really nasty and last for a few days. It could get drawn out. Maybe we could be waiting for another 1 or 2 years to crypto rich. But the thing is, I'm prepared for a black swan. I got the crypto, so I'm covered there. I don't need to keep buying and buying and buying. Oh, I'm backing the truck up. You know why all these other people say, oh, I'm backing the truck up? You know why they say all that? Because they're sponsored by exchanges. So they have to keep promoting the idea. They're promoting the idea that they're continually buying so that you buy. Get it? My show is not here to promote some corporation's business. I'm here to show you what kind of ratios I've got with crypto and cash and gold and silver and these kinds of things. Currently, I have 0 cash. All right. I'm going to try to build that back up again. I want to have about 1 month's worth of salary with cash at least. For every $1 I have in crypto, I have about 8 to 9 in gold and silver coins. So I sell those on my channel. If you go to the video section, you'll see I have gold necklaces, which I do make commission. Hardware wallets, which I do make commission. I got Ledger, Trezor, and Elapel wallets, crypto wallets. Now, you've got to have gold and silver. If you don't, you're going to be financially wrecked. That's the whole goal. See, the black swan is to bring about and get people crushed financially. So, I mean, we'd be lucky if it lasts 2 or 3 days. What if the black swan lasts 6 months, a year? How are you going to make it to work when gas is $20 to $30 a gallon for a whole year? You're not going. You're going to be fucking destroyed. All right. So the reason. Look, with my crypto, I should have at least 20 to 50 million, maybe more, maybe 100 or something, $1 million or something. I have no idea, but whatever it is, that's good enough for me. Okay. My concern is this black swan and not getting totally devastated and losing my house and money and car or whatever it might be. That's why I have gold and silver coins, 8 to 9 times what my crypto investment is. So I'm prepared. When a black swan hits, doesn't bother me at all. I just go sell a silver coin that cost me $25, go sell it for 100. Fine with me. I just 400% in my money. So you can do what you want to do. I'm just letting those know that want to copycat what I'm doing. I'm just letting you know what I do. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor at all. Don't do anything I say or do on the channel. Now, with that, let's continue with this article. So, cyber crime is big. And that's why I'm telling you, don't be like these other crypto channels that tell you to get a gold card. Don't do that dumb shit, okay? Because when stuff gets hacked, your little gold card's going to go bye-bye, all right? More than likely. If these cyber criminals can shut down the United States car auto business, they can shut down your little gold card, all right? Your gold and silver, wherever you got on that fucking card, don't do it. Remember the United States back in 1933, they stopped your ability to have gold and made it illegal. If you have gold in an account, the United States government's going to take it Okay, just letting you know. So if you do what Crypto Hulk says, and you have gold and silver and it's in your hand, nobody's taking that shit. And if they do, they've got a 9mm at the other end ready to start pulling triggers. Okay, that's how it is over here. So absolutely. So ransomware is a type of malicious code that's designed to lock up its victims' files. And you pay people money and they give you your stuff back, hopefully. Well, there's a software company called CDK Global. And listen to this. 15,000 dealerships across the United States and Canada rely on CDK Global to sell cars. It's shut down. 2 weeks ago, they got hit by 2 ransomware attacks, and they've been down ever since. Wow. 15,000 dealerships. Basically, if a dealership takes cash, well, there you go. They can, which no, who's got $50,000-$60,000 in cash right now to go buy a car? Not me. That's what I wanted to show you. You got cybercrime at Cisco. All over the country, there's all different kinds of hits. Cyber crimes. I'm going to wrap up this article here. They're talking about in the medical industry, one of the biggest private medical insurers. Look, this hijacking of software and etc. computers, this is a big problem. And I'm showing you this because this is how they're going to bring about a recession. Maybe they cyber hack the United States Federal Reserve. You know, I don't know, maybe the top 3 banks in the world, the top 10 banks in the world get hacked for a week. Oh, man. That could cause a massive problem. We know we're going to have a global financial problem, right? And crypto, blockchain is going to be the solution. I'm just letting you know. Be prepared. That's what they're doing with these articles. They're letting us know about what's going to happen. So let me close out that article, read some comments. We'll go to the next one. 5 Dennis, 123. Nissan in Las Vegas is hit by ransomware. Ooh, man. Hello from Athens, Georgia. Like 80 to 100,000 for vehicles. More like 80 to 100,000 for vehicles. There will be a crash in the car market. Black Swan in the USA. Mr. Robot Evil Corp hacked. Crypto Hulk, never keep gold or silver in your safe deposit box. They will deal with my Gucci Glock. My Gucci Glock. Rob, those little gold ounces can roll into your ears. You're sleeping with it's a hazard. Beware. 1 ounce every Tesla. Should I go on? Stu, we're backing the boat up. Fuck a truck. 29 cents or under, and I'm back in, says Michael Gilbert. All right. Next article right here. I kind of went over this the other day. We're going over it again today because this is a big deal. We're going over Lenovo. I sleep with my gold fillings. Okay, let me adjust this. Are you? Thank you very much for that donation to the channel. Listener-supported channel. Athens, Georgia. Thank you for your military service, Crypto Hulk. For everybody in the United States, happy 4th of July. We got our independence from England. Let's just go with it. We got our independence from England with all the Boston Tea Party and the different skirmishes we had, England decided, okay, they're going to move out of the country and let us have our own country. So with Paul Revere yelling, the British are coming, or the Redcoats are coming. And, I'm not a historian, obviously, at all. But, England's still an important part of our country, and we will protect England no matter what, because they're our history, they're our country. We are today because of England. And they got back in 1776, they kind of we had to check them like you're playing hockey and you grab your hockey stick and you check England. But they're right there with us. If something happened to us, I know England would jump in. And the same thing, if somebody messed with England, America would come in. So it's kind of like we need each other. That's how I see it. And then in World War II, England was like fighting Hitler like crazy. I'll tell you what, the English were just like no joke. That little country of England compared to the size of the United States, England was just straight up trying to kick Hitler ass, whereas France just gave up. Oh, we don't want to cause a problem. But England's like, fuck this Hitler guy. So that's the English people were very impressive to me when I studied history. All right. Jeremy the Great, thank you for the donation channel. Happy 4th. Thanks for being a true patriot, Hulk. All righty. Did you foresee bank collapsing this 2024? All right, Lenovo and Trustly. We're going to go over this briefly again. We're going to speed right through it. You have this computer, Swedish tech firm Lenovo is offering open banking at checkout via a partnership with Trustly. So I want you to see what's going on. You're having a computer company link up with a money service type business because they're trying to float loans, which is kind of like banking activity out of a fintech company like Lenovo. And July 3rd, the collaboration announced Wednesday, July 3rd, is open to Lenovo customers in the United Kingdom and continental Europe, providing them with an alternative method of payment the companies say is less susceptible to fraud. They talk about major advantages of open banking. Open banking payments, also known as pay-by-bank methods, serve as an alternative to traditional card payments. Now, I'm going to skip to that article because that's not why I'm here. But here's a company called Trustly. Let's do a copy paste. Let's look at Trustly because that's who this Swedish computer company linked up with is Trustly. I want you to start seeing what we got going on because this is happening in America. I'm showing you right now a trend that's going to happen in America. You got Dell. So here's Trustly. They've been around a while, since about 2012, 11, somewhere in there. T-Mobile's their partner, Coinbase, GoFundMe, FanDuel, MoneyGram, Dell Computers, okay? Point and Pay. If we scroll down through here, leading the open banking revolution. Really, this Trustly company is kind of like the forerunner of open banking. They pretty much started in Silicon Valley. Look, this is all really deep, okay? If you do a little looky-loo on this Trustly company, they came out of 2011, 12. I'm seeing articles where it's 2011. So, but they're purporting to say we started 2012. They came out of Silicon Valley. Now let me ask what the hell is a Swedish company doing in Silicon Valley? There is the little secret right there, okay? This Trustly company is something big. In my opinion, has some government influences in it. And that's why I'm saying my opinion. Because again, what the hell? 12 years ago, is a Swedish company that's not fintech, like Trustly, like a banking, open banking kind of a deal, way before its time, hanging out in Silicon Valley. There you have it right there. I'm not getting into it. Now, you know, there's something called Project Helvetia. And then there's a third one. So then there's what, Project Icebreaker or some shit like that. This is government stuff. Okay, trying to keep it on the DL. It says here, today, the Trustly America's team represents a combination of Pay with My Bank, a Silicon Valley startup founded in 2012. Well, that's interesting. Right when Ripple pretty much hit the scene. Ripple came out around 2013-ish, 2000, late 12. Just happened to be when this thing took off, right? And then they merged. Right here, Trustly merged with Pay My Bank, a Silicon Valley startup. 2019 is when it merged, but 2012 is when it kind of like started. We're just looking at a little bit of history here. We can see the meet our North American leadership team. Of course, you got BlackRock that owns everything, and then Nordic Capital. Trustly's in the news, and I'm at the very bottom of that page. Let me click out of that. Now, what I'm looking at here is what you can't see. I'm looking at 2011, November 20th, 2011. I'm looking at a Trustly web page from a long time ago, like 13 years ago. And it's, you know, Swedish Financial Supervisor Authority. So I started doing some research and I'm like, what is this Trustly company? Like, I know they got to be hooked up with some kind of crypto, but they're playing like they don't know anything. They're not mentioning one single word about crypto on their website, even though they hooked up probably in 2015 with Stellar. They ain't talk about nothing. Okay. So there's one page I'm looking at. Their next page, I've got 2012. This is just about when Ripple just about hit the scene. Trustly is right there. It says Swedish Financial Supervisor Authority, bank grade security. They have 2048-bit RSA encryption, and then daily scans by McAfee. I guess this is before he obviously went to jail and ended up disappearing, passing, whatever you want to call it. So I did a little look because I'm still trying to figure out who is this Trustly. Then we come out with this. Let me show you here. Let me do a copy and a paste. Stuart Lavelle. Uh-oh. We got here, Stuart Lavelle gave 5 people memberships to the channel. That's MAB 1914. The Humbled One, Justice for Sheldon, Swizz 437, Darren Brimley. Those people got memberships by Stuart Lavelle. Then we got Arthur L. Happy 4th of July, Crypto She-Hulk and all the Hulk family. Then, 5 Dennis 123. Thank you for that donation. Dennis says Lenovo is 100% Chinese bought. Oh, IBM ThinkPad 2000s. Oh, the Chinese. That would explain. Now it's starting to explain. Crash, member for 20 months. Hulkster, let's go. Markets are burning. But that's what they want. May the sheeple depart. So the Chinese are involved. Well, let's keep going here. Here's the article here. Last year, the Swedish FSA annual decision on Pillar 2 requirements and Pillar 2 guidance. This is just a little financial page showing what kind of reserves this bank keeps. What I noticed of importance was in the very last sentence. It says, read more about SEB Group. Starts off the very bottom paragraph of this page. SEB is a leading Northern European financial services group with international reach. They have services in Denmark, Finland, Norway, Germany, and the United Kingdom. They have 17,000 employees. Now, what we see here is this Trustly is an SEB group. That's one word, sebgroup.com. So I did some looking. And then we have sebgroup.com that I went to look up. Let's look at this right here, because I'm still trying to figure out who is this Trustly. I know it's not just something Trustly out of. So I look up sebgroup.com, and it's like an investment type company. Now it's making some sense. They talk about a new chapter. Our private wealth management and family office are helping successful entrepreneurs, families, and foundations to reach their ambitions. So I wonder what their new chapter is. I think we all know what that's going to be. It's going to be cryptocurrency. Let me click out of that one. Okay, now we get, now CryptoHawk finds it, 2017. They make an announcement. They've come out of the closet. Let's see what's really powering Trustly, okay? Here's an article, sebgroup.com. CryptoHawk finally figured it out. 23rd of May, 2017. SEB takes part ownership in the blockchain company R3. Oh, now it all starting to make sense, okay? SEB takes part ownership and becomes the biggest Nordic investor in newly formed blockchain company R3. Oh, dang, Crypto Hulk. So let's think now. Let's put on our thinking caps. I don't have a hat here. The only thing closest to a hat that I have is a Darth Vader. Okay. Crypto Hulk, aren't you going to put the mask on? Stop it. I'm trying to work. So now we've got it right here. SEB has since 2015 been a member of the Digital Ledger Group, Distributed Ledger Group, and International Banking Cooperation. Oh, I want you to listen. Listen, everybody, what we just figured out. There is something called an International Banking Cooperation, and it's called the Distributed Ledger Group. Well, isn't that something? I have never heard that before on social media. It started in 2015. And guess what? There's a platform called R3, and this bank, this SEB group, decided to be a major partner with R3 about 9-10 years ago. Oh, so you've heard of the Project Helvetia. Now they're on the third one. Work so far has been in the form of fee-based collaborative consortium, but is now being replaced by ownership in a newly formed holding company, R3, as well as over 40 investors. Oh, Crypto Hawk, this is very interesting now. That's the Crypto XDC. I'll show you that in a minute, what you need to get. The base of operations is the development of an infrastructure platform called Corda. It builds on the principle of the distributed ledger, meaning that two players, for example, a seller and a buyer, have a shared, protected, and verified ledger. When the transaction is completed, it is automatically registered for both parties and does not need to go through a third-party clearing. We see a clear business value in being on this platform. Oh, this is something that we as an individual bank cannot develop ourselves. So now we're seeing a merging of banking and crypto. And this started because Crypto Hulk is showing you, these other channels aren't showing you this. God. Now, R3, isn't that something? So, because I knew something was telling, this Trustly is not just this random company with Lenovo. Now, Dennis, 5Dennis123, showed us that it's involved with the Red Dragon country. Lenovo is 100% Red Dragon country. So there's the connection to the Chinese. Now, I already showed you, and I'm not going to show you now, but the company Zinfin, which made XDC crypto, which has the Red Dragon flag, I already showed you yesterday that article. Their website, I took it back to about 2013. Zinfin was around. This SEB group, which is Trustly, didn't join them for another couple of years until about 2015. So we're taking it back 10 years that Trustly, I'll tell you what, they might have announced they joined R3 in 2015. You know, a year before then, they're testing it out for a whole year just to see how it works. So it's really 2014 or so, just right when Ripple hits the scene, 2013. Very interesting, okay? So now we have the connections with Red Dragon Country, XDC, Project Helvetia, Sweden, Project Icebreaker, and all that dumb shit. This is all R3 Corda XDC crypto. Now, let me check the comment section, and I'll go with my next related article. XDC is on Uphold. www.changenow.io. Right, here we go. 5Dennis123. R3 Corda will clear 3 quadrillion in securities and swaps. DTCC and the ISDA, that's a Ripple partner. 3 quadrillion? That's going to put the value of XDC, I'm telling you, 10 to 50 grand, somewhere in there. Robert Bob Bobby Driscoll says, "Pop goes the Earth. Thanks, Hulk." There's a little 4th of July. Okay, I got that right there. Let's go to the next. Dennis, stop it. I'm sliding off my seat. All right, Swiss National Bank. Let's do a copy and a paste right here. Hopefully that one went through. All right. Swiss National Bank, now I want you to see this, is open to expanding digital currency project. Now, Zurich, Switzerland, the Swiss National Bank is open to expanding. This is a total lie right here. I'm going to show you why. They're trying to make it look like they're done testing and they're going to keep testing for 2 more years. This is all lies right here. The Swiss National Bank is open to expanding its pilot project with wholesale CBDCs. That's Ripple right there. Governing board member Antoine Martin said, "We would like to see a pilot. We would like to see a pilot which develops with more banks joining and a higher volume of transactions." The Swiss National Bank will continue providing wholesale CBDC currency for at least 2 more years. Oh my God, it's a total lie. Extending a pilot called Project Helvetia. There we go. That's what I'm talking about right there. Look, they don't need to test it. I just showed you already. That's the XDC. Hey, Central Bank of Switzerland. Yeah. 6 banks, including UBS and Commerce Bank, are already taking part in Project Helvetia. Helvetia. You gotta say it like a Russian. Helvetia. So we already know this is XDC. So Swiss National Bank, you can like quit playing. We already know. Crypto Hulk showed us. Now, what's interesting is, let me do a copy and a paste. You've already seen this. See, I'm going to show you again XDC. Okay. Right here, R3, Corda, who I just showed you, is a partner with Trustly and Sweden. And now you got Switzerland is with R3 also. Why? Because you have the 6 digital exchange. It is the very first stock exchange in the world based on crypto. And this is, every stock exchange will be based on R3's Corda. Okay, I'm just letting you know in advance so you can go ahead and buy it. R3's platform is already running Switzerland's stock exchange. And I think London as well. London's like the number 2. R3 Corda platform will run the entire world's foreign exchange, stocks, bonds, derivatives, all that trading stuff I know nothing about. Okay, all of it's going to run. 5Dennis123 was telling us he found out it's $3 quadrillion worth. Whoo-wee. Hold on a second. Somebody help me. Woo. I'm getting a hot flash there. Okay, that's going to put XDC price. You're buying it now at less than three pennies a piece. That shit will be worth $10, $20, $30, $50,000. Just thought I'd let you know. But Crypto Hulk, the market cap with the inverse flux capacitor doesn't show that the cotangent sign of whatever. Look, I don't fucking care. I'm just letting you know. So far, everything I predicted comes out exactly right. We're going to find the rest of this stuff later when it all happens. And those same people that were like, no, wait a minute. How did all this happen? Because I'm heavily invested in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and now I'm destroyed with Michael Saylor. We're in the poorhouse again. Look, you can believe what you believe. I'll believe what I believe, and we'll see in the end who's right. Okay, and it won't be you. 6 digital exchange is running on R3 Corda. That's in Switzerland. Okay, so let me click out of that one. Now, for new people that are low IQ, let me help you out. R3 Corda is going to use the XDC platform. Okay, I've shown this article, I don't know, about 100,000 times, maybe 200,000, somewhere in that area. R3 Corda network set to go DeFi with XDC digital currency. They knew this about 4 years ago. Okay, there's that article. Now, the article I think mentions something about UBS Bank, possibly. And if you look here, here's an article where UBS Bank, of course, is a Ripple partner. Do a copy paste. And you can find that Ripple partner, third paragraph, third word. It goes Santander, UniCredit Bank, and then UBS. Right there's your proof for that. Then they talk about Commerce Bank. So I looked up Commerce Bank. Let me do a copy paste. There's your Commerce Bank. Commerce Bank highlights the need for interchangeable bank tokens. Now, this is interesting. 3 years ago, there's a bank called Commerce Bank. And 3 years ago, they knew that they would need interoperable bank tokens. Now, gee, I wonder what cryptos they're thinking about using. Is it Bitcoin or Ethereum? No, because if you don't speak Bitcoin or you don't speak Ethereum, those things won't interoperate. So we know it's not those two. If we scroll down to the to the third paragraph, the Commerce Bank executive emphasized the need for fungibility and interchangeability. Now, let me think. With Ripple, their XRP ledger, you send American dollars, but it can interchange via Codius. It can interchange to whatever you want. It can interchange into Canadian dollars, peso, hey, órale. The XRP ledger can interchange anything, even a value. You could send a Porsche and ends up using the tokenization of that Porsche to go buy a house. So Commerce Bank had to pick an interoperable crypto. And they start talking here about examples of banks that have disclosed tokenized commercial bank money is Russia's Sberbank, not sperm bank like they're trying to get pregnant, but Sberbank, SBER. And guess what? That leads us into Russia. So Crypto Hulk, tell us about Russia and how this relates. Well, the article with Commerce Bank claimed that Russia is an example of a bank that uses interchangeable money. Well, I just thought naturally, reading that about Commerce Bank, they start talking about Russia's Sberbank, and then we have this article right here that I just sent you. Now, what I want you to do is click on Download Article PDF. So scroll down a little and look for Download Article PDF. And I'll be right back because I think Stu Lavelle left a red bomb on the channel and it's looking pretty fucking huge right now. Stuart Lavelle, thanks. Hulk, great work. We all appreciate you. This is from the team. Whew, wow. That's pretty incredible. Thank you very much for that. Will Davis, thank you very much for the hot pink. Thank you, Hulk. So right there, I've got, and everybody makes up the corporate sponsorships of this program. Yes, Rick Cordero, R3, is a distributed ledger. Well, okay, they're using Ripple's distributed ledger technology. So they're working together. They've already merged. R3 was a Ripple partner. So they took on and adapted and used Ripple's technology. So technically, they're a distributed. I don't know if they started off that way, but they got with Ripple. They're using the ledger itself in R3. So it's interoperable. Basically, yeah. I don't want to confuse the matter. It's interoperable. Okay, so we downloaded the article. Now, I want you to go to page. Okay, let's start from the beginning. This is going to be a little bit fun. Here's the title: Foreign and Russian Experience of Blockchain Digitization by Central Banks, Financial and Tech Companies. This is an article from the country of Russia. There was a college or university called the Ural Federal University. Now, if you know anything about socialist countries, the colleges are basically owned by the government. They could be a private company, but it's still the minute the government snaps its fingers, you do what you're told. So it's basically a government entity. On the first page, go to the second paragraph. It says, now they're talking about crypto. And I'm going to show you how Russia is not building on Ethereum. We're going to make this very clear. Okay, we're going to end this again. From the dumb people out there that are like, Ethereum's being used by Russia. Okay, we're going to go over that. I'm going to show you you're wrong. Okay, second paragraph. The first prototypes and pilot project. So these are, so what is this paper, Crypto Hulk? This is a Russian study of crypto technology, cross-border payments, okay? Okay. The first prototypes of crypto cross-border payment type things, the first prototype and pilot project were based on relatively, quote, simple solutions on the Ethereum platform. There you go. However, such platform features as the consensus mechanism applied, the possibility of unlimited access to payment information give problems in development and implementation of technology. Ethereum doesn't work. I'm just translating what it says, okay? Moreover, the further development of these projects, the more we look, now I'm translating, the more we looked into crypto, they're transferred to a new version of platforms, as well as testing on other platforms. So they've left Ethereum. It's too simple. It doesn't work, okay? This is what the Russians are saying. Alongside this, the identified problems in piloting solutions allowed us to begin the development of fundamentally new systems. Oh, now we're going to look at what those new systems are. And people that have Bitcoin and Ethereum are not going to like this. But that's how it is. Pucker up, buttercup. All right. Go to the 5th page. Go to the 3rd paragraph down. Here we go. Let's start with the first paragraph. In the first half of 2018, the Bank of Russia's Novosibirsk Innovative Laboratory conducted research on the testing of the possibility of cross-border settlements using the Ripple platform. Let me skip down here just a little bit. Based on the research results with the Ripple platform, it was concluded that the Ripple platform can be considered as the basis, bye-bye Ethereum, for starting work on creating a system of cross-border settlements, provided that the following organizational, legal, and stuff are resolved. Use, it says here, for use for XRP transfers or equivalents of fiat, blah, blah, blah. Talks about between the accounts of Ripple participants and the national payment system, use of embedded cryptographic solutions on the Ripple network, development of a procedure for determining cross rates, currency, the internal currency. They're calling Ripple a currency. of Ripple XRP when deciding to use XRP, Ripple. We can go on and on. I think you get the point. They did a study. Now, Russia made their own crypto, and they already told us that Ripple's XRP is the basis. What's the name of the Russian crypto hall? Because nobody on the internet's talking about this. The most significant Russian project based on the use of blockchain technology, so that's Ripple, is the Master Chain Decentralized Network. The Master Chain platform is a Russian national network based on blockchain technology designed to transfer digital assets. As a basis, the Master Chain platform uses the source code of the platform to develop Ethereum decentralized services. At the same time, it was finalized taking into account the Russian legislation on cryptography. They talk about cyber fraud. I think I'll let this go from here. So remember now, Ripple's interoperable. And all the other cryptos will utilize Ripple's XRP or XRP to get stuff done. Everybody's going to use XRP. So you can have Ethereum, Polkadot, whatever, SushiSwap, Shiba Inu. They're all going to utilize the three cryptos to get stuff done. It's not going to be, oh, there's only three cryptos in the world. No, that's retarded, okay? You're going to have the main three cryptos, and the other ones are going to use the three cryptos to get stuff done. These other cryptos will help facilitate stuff that needs to be done. But the main point here was based on the research results, it was concluded that the Ripple platform can be considered as the basis for starting work on Russia's cross-border payment system. So that's the takeaway right there. Arthur L., thank you to Hulk, Crypto She-Hulk, and all the moderators. Great job. Thanks for that donation. Toter Gramada. Information you bring is gold. Thank you. Appreciate that donation. Stuart Lavelle gave 10 people memberships. That's what it says here. We got Chris H, Ink Slave, Kim Washington, Bitcoin Dan, James Brown, Daniel, Adam Hoyle, Smoke Rings and Grill Marks, Zod General, Cryo Vision. Those people got memberships by Stu Lavelle. Then we got Go Anga. Thought I would watch Stu with my financial equivalent donation. Sliding scale. Oh, dang. 1970 legend says, team. Thank you very much for the red pill, the rude awakening. You know, that's what I've got on this channel is you guys in place of corporate sponsorships. So that's why I can speak freely on any subject, on any crypto, on any person, because I don't have a vice president or something calling me saying like, hey, Crypto Hulk, why don't you ease up on the Gary Gensler or whatever it is, you know, or don't talk about that financial group anymore or whatever. See, that's what happens when you're corporate sponsored. They tell you what to do. Now, with my program, I tell them where they can go, right? That's how I do this. All right, we're getting right near the end here. Here's an article, I think. Oh yeah, I want to go over this one last time because just in case some people didn't get it. The banks are getting ready to sell crypto. All right. I've got to go over this article again in case you missed my show from yesterday. This article is massive. This article came out July 3rd. Global banking standard setter. So you have a company, you have an organization called Basel, BASEL. They're a member of the Bank for International Settlements. The Bank for International Settlements is the bank over all the banks in the world. Now we're starting to see, now this is getting real, okay? The BIS is the bank of all the banks in the world. They are the standard setter. They set all the standards, all the rules, all the behavior of banks globally. This is massive. The Basel Committee made a framework for all the banks. Okay. The BIS came out with a paper. I showed it on my program the other day. I had a link. It came out in 2022. Okay. They're saying that by January 1st, 2026, every bank, is what it's showing here, every bank will have the crypto framework to sell and be selling crypto no later than January 1st, 2026. That means starting right now, banks are given the framework and they're like, in the BIS, now the BIS is a Ripple partner. Now I want you to see this even more. BIS, a Ripple partner. It says here, the framework or the rules that the banks have will be published this month in July 2024 and will need to be implemented by no later than January 1st, 2026. So that means that starting right now, up until January 1st, 2026, all the banks of the world will be selling cryptocurrency. Banks' exposure to crypto, it says the Basel Committee on Banking Supervision approved a disclosure framework for banks exposure to crypto that must be implemented before the start of 2026. Oh. The committee, part of the Bank for International Settlements, will publish details later this month. The committee finalized the framework, which comes with a set of public tables and templates covering banks' crypto asset exposures. They originally published all these guidelines December of 2022. So they want all this done globally and cryptos being sold in banks before January 1st, 2026. They talk about Group 1B regulatory treatment. Okay, they talk about Group 1B here, but Group 1 is traditional assets that are tokenized. That's a type of crypto. So those are the highest form. They have Group 1B cryptos, which this talks about. Banks will be selling these, which are stable coins, pretty much. And stable coins that are truly stable. Not like a Tether where no one's auditing it and they claim to have it back. No, stable coins in Group 1B will be under inspection. They will have a custodial agent that's reputable, probably a global entity of some kind, probably a Federal Reserve, more than likely. will be holding on, the Federal Reserve will be holding on to stable coins, custody, and that's where you get the reputability from. So this was pretty massive when I read this the other day. You basically have banks right now given the green light to sell crypto. They're given the framework. Basil said, here's your framework. They're giving it out this month. And as fast as banks can come up with their program, you're going to see. Now, remember, this is globally all around the world. Maybe you might have it. Now, here's how I think it's going to go. And I think once I say this, you'll all agree. I think little countries like the Bahamas, someplace in Zambia, Africa, Colombia, places like these countries out there like that, Philippines. I think all these are the countries that are going to start up first. Okay, those war-torn, third world, poor countries, whatever it is, they're going to start off first, and we have to wait for the slowest people, and then pretty soon all the richer countries, the first world countries, they'll go last. So that's how this thing's going to go, in my opinion. Because if it's the first world countries, we're going to take off and leave these little countries. So it's got to be the broke countries first. That's what you'll see. The broke countries' banks will have cryptos first. Group 1 and Group 1B cryptos is what they'll have. And you know what? I think that'll wrap up the show for today. We are at an hour and 1 minute, and that's it, man. We are done. This 4th of July. 5 Dennis, 1, 2, 3. Basel Committee made a gold tier 1 asset equal to cash on bank balance sheets in 2021. Gold is currency. And guess what? Crypto Hulk's been stacking for the past year. No crypto. You know who I'm talking about. So, oh, got to back the truck up. You know, the guy that's like, come on in, right? That dude. I've been listening to him for 4 years, telling everybody, oh, I'm backing the truck up. Really? 4 years? That's such a load of shit. See, he used to sell VPNs along with the the guy from Georgia. It's like, I'm not a financial advisor. That guy used to have, they were selling VPNs, all this dumb shit. VPNs don't do a damn thing for security. All right, zero. We already learned this. These guys promote and sell the dumbest shit. I've called them out on all that, then they stopped having certain sponsors. But not on Crypto Hulk channel, okay? But they're talking here about gold as being the currency. These guys are selling gold. Don't get gold in the card. Like these guys are selling gold on that glint card or something. Don't do that, okay? You need to hold your gold, because when the government declares that they're going back, they're going to continue. Look, the gold standard, we never went off. We're still technically on a gold standard. Well, I want you to see this. Some people said, oh, we're going to go back on the gold standard. We never went off. What we had was a temporary break, a 50-year temporary break or more on the gold standard. If you look at it technically, we did a temporary stop of the gold standard. So what's going to happen is they're going to reinstate the gold standard. Now, the government might do what it did before and try to take everybody's gold. If you have a gold card, I'd suggest getting rid of that, going to my channel, buying gold and silver. Don't keep it in a safe deposit box. Hide it somewhere. Because when the banks decide to go full out communist, and for national security reasons, they go to your metal, they take a metal detector and try to see who's got gold in their box, or you got to sign some kind of form under penalty of perjury that you don't have gold in your safe deposit box because due to some kind of natural disaster, whatever the president's going to enact, the next president's going to enact some kind of an emergency state, that gold and crypto that you have the government's going to try to take it. Already told you. So I've been telling you this for, I don't know, 4.5 years now. Okay. So get your gold in your hand, not in a card. And the reason these other people promote the gold in the card because they get paid. Like don't do that. That's stupid. All right. 5 Dennis 123. Thanks for that donation. Gold will be repriced higher, most likely. Yeah, I kind of said 4.5 years ago that gold should be 10 to 15 grand. Let's see if that comes true. But okay, that'll be it. It's the 4th of July. It's a holiday, and I'm working on the holiday. But I'll see y'all. I don't believe I'm going to make a show tonight. It's 4th of July night. I'm done. So as far as tomorrow morning, I don't know. I'll see what time I get home tonight to get a show tomorrow ready. For those of you in the United States, have a happy 4th of July. Ideally, we live in a free country. We have taxation with representation. We're supposed to do things fairly. We have voting. It's a republic, not a democracy. These are things we should remember. And sucks being England because we had to kick them out. Bye.